She's back. She's back with some cool content. Guess what we have to talk about today? Yes, the So Jaded palette from ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. I have not bought makeup in a really long time. Another factor of, you know, why there hasn't been much action on this channel, but the minute I saw pictures of this, I knew I needed to have it. I mean, look at it. Anything jewel tone, I'm always here for that. It's a weakness. So I knew I was gonna have to have this. I actually ordered the minute that it went up. I didn't get a signed one, even though I checked out before it even turned 8:01. So I'm gonna sue. But that's another video. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna sue them. I'm just gonna let my anger stew inside of me forever. Also, my room's a mess. I'm rearranging right now. I don't even want to go into it. There's a freaking mattress right there that I couldn't like not get in the video unless I wanted to be like here and not show anything else of my body. And then there's like the mattress frame on this side. It's a mess, okay? It's a mess. My life is I'm a mess. I'm aware that it's ugly for a background, but we're gonna move on. Look at this, not that. Thank you. All right, I'm super excited for this, so let's get started. ColourPop's first mega palette, y'all. 30 shades up in here, 30 shades, all right? I'm gonna start off this video a little differently than stuff that I've done before. I'm going to just put up my swatches first. That way, for those of you that are just here for that, you get that out of the way. So the swatches are going to be top, down, left, right, just going this way. And I'm gonna do them in 10s. All right, so let's go. Let's roll the swatches. Beep, tip, camera, action, beep, go. Okay, so those were the swatches, you guys. Hopefully the lighting was good enough. I tried to get it in a couple different types of light. I tried to use a couple different angles. I will say, when I was swatching this palette, I got less excited for it. I know that sounds terrible, but I want to make sure to include this in the video because a lot of people rely on swatches to tell them if they want to get the palette or not. And now that I've actually used the palette on my face, I can say that it's one of those. It's one of those palettes that maybe not every single shade is gonna feel super buttery or come off like 100% pigmented, but it is a good palette and they are quality shadows. And now that I've actually used them on my eyes, I know that. We can now move on to the second portion of this video, which is just gonna be me doing a little eye like mini tutorial. I'm not really like step-by-step teaching you here, but just showing you me using them. So like a first impression, there you go. Right? Yeah, YouTube, you know, whatever, gotta use the right terms. But yeah, so let's start that portion of the video. Some of it is me talking, some of it's gonna probably have music. It's just so you guys can see the products in action. Okay, good. I really have no idea where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna go ahead and go. Gonna start with Royal Jewels, right there. Next, I'm gonna grab my Precious, this guy right here. I really shouldn't be doing this because my eyebrows are really beastly right now. So the concealer that I have on kind of lays the extra hairs, you know, flat and like hides them. This is probably gonna accentuate that. We're gonna start with the peachier stuff. So we're gonna grab You're a Gem. Dude, I haven't done like a full out eyeshadow look in so long that I honestly feel like I forgot how to do this. What is blend? What is makeup? Send help. Next, I'm gonna dip into Carnelian. Right there. I'm gonna put that kind of, yeah, more toward the outside, I guess. I'm gonna switch up to this type of blending brush. I'm gonna go with Jasper. Because I don't know. Jasper. We're going with Jasper right there. We're gonna deepen the thing. Alright, Jasper. Give me the goods. I really want to touch this stoned color because of what Kathleen said in her video about just how it's like a great deepening color, and that it's like the perfect undertone for pretty much any look you're going for, and that she doesn't use black anymore because of this. Oh, I could see that. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do turquoise because that is gorgeous. I'm using kind of a big brush. Not always the best idea, but I don't have many clean ones right now. Ooh, that's pretty. I think I'm gonna do a little more of Jasper on the outer areas of the eye. You know what? I was gonna go aquamarine, which is that right there on all the way on the right, but Kathleen said that diamond, which is over here, which is the super shock shadow of this palette, over anything else makes it look really cool. So we're just gonna do that, and I'm gonna tap onto my lid. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so I think I'm good with this for now. I'm gonna put foundation on, cover up this disgustingness over here, and do all that off camera, and I will be right back. Just hold on tight. Alright guys, so the finished look. I actually went in and used like a brown eyeliner inside my waterline. I used the Marc Jacobs, it'll come to me, highliner in the shade Earthquake. That's like inside my waterline, also on the outside, smudged out, and then I topped it with Jasper from the palette, and then there's a little bit, tiny bit of aquamarine just right in here because I really wanted to use it like somewhere. Put a tiny bit of it on my face and see what it looked like. Okay, so yeah, not the most craziest look, but I'm also not really that type of person. So this is my type of a colorful look. Still kind of like a smoky eye with a pop of the teal in there. Turquoise, sorry, turquoise. And I actually really like the look. Like, this is super wearable for me. It's so hot. I didn't even want to do liner because of how hot it is. I don't know why, but when it's hot, I just like don't even want to do like anything crazy around. Okay, so final thoughts on this palette. I didn't have any issues blending anything out. I didn't have any fallout issues as far as like when you're actually applying it to your face and it falling down. I do my eyeshadow and brows as you saw before the rest of my face, always just in case that's an issue, but nothing happened. I will say that I'm sure other shades do it. I just haven't touched every single one with a brush to know, but turquoise did have the most fallout as far as, or kickback, there you go, that's the right word, kickback, not fallout. Had the most kickback as far as when I was actually applying it to my face, and when I was dipping the brush in, like a lot of it came out and then I tapped it and a lot of it fell off. But again, to me, that's not a problem, just something to note for those of you that like to hear that. I'm sure there's more shades that do it, but if you want to have a smooth blend and good amount of pigment in a bright color like that, there's gonna be some kickback. Okay, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I love the palette. I love the shades. You can get a lot of looks with this palette, and for that, I think it's great. There's a good amount of like transition-y colors in here, which is key. And then as far as like the generic, more like deepening colors, which would be these around here, they're really good, and they go with pretty much all of the other colors in here. So like if you're doing a purple eye, you can still use those. If you're doing a green eye, you can still use those. So I think it's very versatile. I feel like, I don't know if it's just the type of person I am or the type of looks that I do, but I feel like I would combine it with another palette, if that makes sense. There's kind of not really like a mid-tone brown in here that I always need in almost every single one of my looks. Again, that could be just me. Modern Renaissance is something that you could like combine with this, and then Kathleen herself said that she uses Dream Street in conjunction with this one a lot, and I feel like I could definitely see myself doing that. And Dream Street does have a lot more of those like key browns that a lot of people use, I think. I know I do. But the jewel tones in this palette are so pretty, and I like that I have one big old palette for all of those type of colors for when I do want something jewel tone or to add a pop of color. This could still be an everyday palette. There's a lot of looks that you could get, I would say, particularly kind of like in this area, and even these over here, where that could be just like a really light makeup, really everyday subtle eye. I do think this is a great palette. I love that I have it in my collection now. There's so many different looks you can get from it that it makes it worth it. And then for it to be 30 shades and $39, yeah, $39, that's great. Like you can't beat that. If you pay normally for like a $45 palette, you're gonna get like 12 shades, 14 maybe. That's pretty great. And they have codes all the time, and then it's free shipping over 30, so it's like, it's kind of a no-brainer. I do think that this is also different enough from Kathleen's other palettes that it's worth it. She's had a lot of collabs with ColourPop, but this one is totally different, and you get a good range of different finishes in it too. I think it's great. I'm a fan. I'm probably still gonna be using it with like combined with other palettes, but I also haven't played with it enough to know like, hey, maybe I don't even need to reach for another palette. I can go a totally different color palette than what I did today and like probably get a full-on look. I would give this palette, if we're doing like 1 to 10, I would give it a, let me do one last look. I'll give it a 9. It's a 9. It has such pretty colors in it, and I feel like you don't necessarily always see these colors all in one situation. So yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, if it had the like classic neutral mid-tone browns that I always go for, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. But I understand why they're not here, and I understand what they did here, and I appreciate it, and I'm still a fan of this palette. Okay, that concludes this video. It feels good to film again, even though I'm in the midst of all this mess behind me. It feels good to film, and I'm excited that I got to talk to you guys about this palette. I will be using this in more looks, so keep an eye out for that. Subscribe or this thing, all that stuff. I'm not gonna go into it. Thank you for watching though, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye. We're gonna, can you not? There is a trash truck driving by. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, really, trash man? You gonna fuck it up for me? This is the second time that y'all fuck up my video. Be gone. It's okay. Just let the man do his job. Es un ghost en mi house.